Comparison is one of the fastest ways to ruin your confidence. And I can say that speaking from experience, because it's without a doubt one of the things that I've struggled with most over the years. And by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I've been doing to help me overcome this, to hopefully help you do the same. Now, before we dive in, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Carson. I started this channel basically as a way to talk about the lessons and mistakes I'm making in a effort to hopefully make sure you don't make those same mistakes and become the best version of yourself just a little bit faster. Now, comparison. Something that's so prevalent in our day and age, whether it's comparing our own situation, the people in our lives, it's hard not to. And I think it's something that people talk about a lot, but we don't really have any clear-cut strategies to overcome it. And I know that because whenever I was going through it, and when I still am, I go out searching for answers, but I can't seem to find them. I get some sort of answer, and then something else clicks. I see someone else in a different situation that doesn't directly apply to what I learned or overcame in that moment, and I can't get past it. So today I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet for you and keep it plain and simple to help you overcome this, because I know how bad it sucks. Now, the first things first, one of the things that helped me is what I like to call the football versus golf analogy. Let's say that you are a football player. You go professional and you're very successful in your sport. You, in that situation, would not compare yourself, let's say, to someone who is a golfer, because it's different skill sets, it's different requirements, it's different pursuits, different dreams. You are in completely different arenas and you are running a completely separate race. You're not going to compare yourself in terms of football to that person because they're in a completely different arena. The same thing goes for our day-to-day life. We, for whatever reason, even though we might be running a completely different race to someone else, still choose to compare ourselves to that person because we find some sort of common ground between the two of us. We could say, well, that person, they might be 80 years old and trying to become filthy rich, let's say, where I don't necessarily care about money. Of course, money is one thing, but something we talk about a lot in these videos is finding your version of success. For me, money isn't my version of success. Freedom is my version of success, and money gets you there, but I digress. So I wouldn't look at that person, or I shouldn't look at that person and say, wow, they are crazy rich. I wish I had that much money. But we do. Subconsciously, some part of us wants that thing that they have, even if it's not necessarily the thing that we want. There's some sort of desire that we tie to what that person has, whether it's their looks, whether it's their situation, whether it's how clean their room is. We find anything we can to grab onto from that video and compare ourselves to. Comparison steals joy and creates fake timelines. Here's the thing with social media, and where a lot of people get this comparison from, and it's kind of the biggest source of comparison is social media. We're looking at other people's highlight reels, the absolute best version of themselves. And you probably do the exact same thing to me. You probably see my life and think, oh my gosh, that's so easy, that's so perfect. You don't know all the backstory. You don't know that before filming this video, I was sitting there scrolling Instagram reels, putting it off. You don't know all the behind the scenes. You don't know I woke up extremely tired this morning and I was kind of slacking off on my morning routine. Everyone does it. Every single person does it. Everyone has their moments. Everyone has off days where they can't do their exact routine to a T, where they're not getting a crazy hard workout in and then going to MMA and then doing this. Sure, I have my days where I do that, where I'm extremely locked in, where I don't go on social media, but it's not every day. Even if it's 99 days of super hard effort, there's still that one day every so often where my old self tries to come crawling back, where I start getting doubts, where I start getting fears, and I go back. yet you probably still compare yourself to me because I hardly show that. It's hard in those moments to show that. So you still compare yourself to me, and that's the exact same thing for everyone else you see online. When I started YouTube and kind of getting in this online entrepreneur space, I compared myself so freaking much. I compare my content to other people, saying, oh my gosh, how are they doing this? How is their stuff so good? How are they so good behind the camera? How are they making so much money? How are they so successful? It seems so effortlessly. Comparing every little detail. But why? Because I guarantee if me and that person sat down and tried to figure out where we were going, our end goals would be in completely different places. Yet we still choose to compare. So, my challenge for you to end off this video and kind of put everything we just talked about into one simple action step. I want you to catch yourself. The next time one of these thoughts comes up, if you're watching this video and comparing something about yourself to me or someone else, or you have this little feeling inside of you that's kind of making you feel on edge, catch yourself and think, am I genuinely running the same race as this person? And I can guarantee you, there's nobody that is running the exact same race that you are. So the only person that you're competing against is you yesterday and the version of you that chooses to settle. The way I like to think about this is that we all kind of start in the center point, which is like, I guess, birth. And then we all start taking off these different directions. Sometimes we veer off and start kind of running this race alongside this person, but that's getting us nowhere near. If anything, it's getting us further from our end goal. So we need to stay on track, run our end goal, and the only person that we're racing against is the version of ourselves who settles versus the version of ourselves who is the best version of themselves. And the goal is to try and keep up with that best version of yourself and not veer off and start running the race with some random person who wants to be a professional golfer. Stay on track and do your thing. Now, for those of you who struggle with this, as you can tell, it's something I've spent a lot of freaking time thinking about, and I can only go into so much detail here. But I made a quiz down in the description of this video. I actually just barely updated it, so it's brand new. For those of you who have taken it, who haven't yet, check it out. It's probably 60 seconds, super quick. It's gonna help you uncover exactly why you're stuck, 1 of 5 personality types, and some actual steps to break free from there. Completely free. So check it out. It's something I wish I had when I started, and hopefully it helps out. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you tomorrow. Peace.